Alright everyone, we start off today with something quite humorous. This is the biggest troll fest effectively sourced from 4chan since the OK hand symbol was memed into being a racist hate sort of thing, which never was a thing, but it became sort of semi-self-fulfilling, I guess, and it's evidence of memetics. This is exactly the kind of subject that I like to talk about the most because it's fun, it's informative, there's a little bit of psyops and psychology mixed in. It's just great. Look at Yara Sachs, MP in Canada, appears to take seriously shitposts effectively on 4chan, specifically politically incorrect, regarding the use of the term Honk Honk being the same as Heil Hitler, because they're both HH. So this is the claim that's being made by a Canadian MP. Now keep in mind, these are the people right now voting in Canada as they are for an Emergency Powers Act that now has been punted to the indefinite status, giving Justin Trudeau effectively quasi-dictatorial powers. To be clear, this is one of the people that voted that into existence. Are you thinking that maybe they're not playing with quite a full deck? I mean, not that that wasn't evident before. This is like the OK hand symbol and the ADL getting trolled by 4chan. Milk, you remember when that was deemed racist. Pepe effectively was memed into being alt-right adjacent, even though it was being used by literally everyone under the sun. I noticed that a lot of the leftoids stopped using Pepe very quickly once the ADL told them to cut it out. Anyway, before we get into this further, because it's just a clusterfuck of hilarity, keep in mind down below, if you're watching this video on YouTube, there will be a pinned comment with links to other video hosting sites that I use. Keep in mind, as always, I make exclusive content every day on those platforms that doesn't make it onto YouTube. By the way, you should also visit my books blogs. I might as well start pitching that to counterbalance against Amazon stabbing me in the back algorithmically, so I'll just throw that out there. Links in the description of those too if you're interested in a plethora of different subjects. I will be working on more political works fairly soon. In fact, I have 2 of them already lined up right now. Here's the thing. Honk Honk, I mean, related to Clown World, the ADL and some of those groups have already said that's racist adjacent. Well, Clown World is the idea that diversity is a bad thing, and all of these sort of half-truths and outright lies. In many cases, that's true. But there is no trucker movement to say, I'm honking my horn, therefore I'm a Nazi. That does not exist. To be clear, that side is a false claim. But if you can meme it into existence without any real-life counterpart whatsoever, you can get idiots like Yara Sachs and apparently people in Canadian Parliament. Again, empowered individuals. These people have legal powers, and they're giving Trudeau even more legal powers, which is sad, making him more like actually a dictator. That's the irony of it. Voting for that, I believe, in Yara Sachs' case. You can meme it into existence as a sort of thing, and the ADL gets trolled and all of these other groups. The hate symbol list of the ADL site, and their ever-changing definition, by the way, of what racism actually is already like a self-satire. These people are nuts. To be clear, this woman's crazy. Oh my god, if you think that the trucker thing is harmless, just look at what honk honk actually means. And I'm thinking about a million honklers, basically, being posted online, basically in celebration of this. Also, I thought of something else. Imagine this as a memetic repercussion for the fact that, because, of course, again, Yara Sachs and people like this, alarmist and crazy as they are, vote for more government power, making Canada more and more like a dictatorship, or at least an oligarchic system. Keep in mind, Canada is well known, the day of the rake is coming, by the way, for shitposting low-quality political content onto 4chan. Well, I guess you're getting your memetic comeuppance. Now you live in a police state. It's memetic in nature. It's memes all around. See, I can joke around about these things because, I mean, it is a joke. At this point, politics has devolved in Canada and certain other places into such levels, such degrees of absurdism. Posting memes is basically just as fruitful as doing anything else. Yeah, I don't think that it does matter if you vote if you're in Canada at this point. It doesn't seem to have any impact on the form of government. It appears you're living under a soft dictatorship right now with someone who has as much on paper federal power as Bashar al-Assad. Meanwhile, you're worried about Putin sending troops into Ukraine. I find this flabbergasting that people can have this bizarre juxtaposition of opinions. I love it when 4chan decides to troll the low-info leaders. So-called, in name only. We always talk about low-info voters. These people, these stupid fucks see a 4chan post and they'll actually retweet it unironically. They get their shit shoved in and they double down. How dumb can you possibly be? I guess Yara Sachs is hoping that her constituency is too old to understand what memes are. Boomer constituency, silent generation constituency. The leftoids are not aging properly. This is nuts. This is serious politics. According to members of parliaments and congressional bodies, and even in some cases would-be executives like Hillary Clinton with her evil frog symbol bullshit and her basket of deplorables remarks, these people actually have or seek, in some cases, nuclear power. These people make decisions that actually legally bind you. Honk Honk is right. We're living in a goddamn circus tent at the moment. The clown car has been emptied out and they're spraying seltzer everywhere. It's at least a funny spectacle. This is almost bread and circus to me. It's like the only thing. It goes so far beyond the pale, so far into the realm of the brink of madness, total insanity, that you can't help almost but stand back in awe. And it almost takes the negative aspect away from it. Yeah, your leaders are effectively a bunch of dumbasses on one hand and evildoers on the other. Canada, one of the more developed republics in the world, technically, or democracies in name, under Her Majesty's will, of course, who might croak of COVID, good riddance if she does, by the way, has devolved into a dictatorship. That's fairly negative. But we've got clown memes. So thank you, 4chan, for lightening the atmosphere once again in these very dark times. And keep in mind, mimetic satire of this kind is always helpful. It is always a good thing. That's about all. Peace out.